I'm here continuing my conversation with Missionary Paul Nitz on dialogue education. Missionary Nitz, what is the value of dialogue education in a cross-cultural setting?
I think there's always, in any classroom, communication problems. Even if you have a monocultural classroom, let's say it's a Wells Church and a Bible study, within that group, you might have different cultures. You'll have men and women, young and old, kinesthetic learners, visual learners. In my classroom, it's maybe more extreme. I have Malawians and Zambians, and those are not just from one tribe, so they don't necessarily share a culture, and then they're being taught by an American. So what I've found is, the phrase I kind of coined and think about in my mind is that dialogue education creates a third culture. That I have my culture as teacher, there is a viewpoint or a culture of the student group, and this creates the third culture. It's a space where learning can take place. So I'm not just giving the content, and understanding the content isn't just up to me. I deliver it as the best way I can. Then I set a task which helps the group to teach one another and wrestle with it, chew on it. And then they come back and report to one another, and I see if they've understood. So all of that just really helps whenever there are communication challenges, which is always, right?
Sure.
So, yeah.
Well, thank you. It sounds like dialogue education can really be a valuable tool for people as they are developing Bible studies and presenting them. If people are interested in learning more about dialogue education, where can they go? What can they do?
Probably the easiest, best way is to go to globallearningpartners.com. Global Learning Partners is a group that was developed by the dialogue education people. And they have trained leaders, teachers, who put on seminars. And within 4 days, you could get a good idea of how to do this.
Okay.
A lot of people won't be able to do that, of course, with time and money. So barring that, I would get a book like on teaching and learning. It's one of the newer books that Jane Vella has written on teaching and learning. And I would pour through that, read through it. Don't try to understand every bit of it, then I'd go out and try it.
Okay.
And then I'd come back to that book and some other resources and sharpen up my understanding.
Okay. Well, thank you. Thank you so much for sharing your knowledge about dialogue education and helping equip others to be able to use it too.
You're welcome. My pleasure.
Thank you.